show you something. These are people like Kid Rock, and people just don't know that. They sent me a message. I sent a message to Grady Judd. I actually got on his. I sent a message to his phone because I saw an announcement where some asshole was, because he signed ARR, like all rights reserved, after his name. Grady Judd is using stuff like that to pinpoint and identify what they call a sovereign citizen, which you really need to understand what a sovereign and a citizen is. And I explained that to him in his message because I do that, but I'm not a gun-toting, like, violent guy that doesn't believe in rules and a social contract and a community contract where we have respect for each other and about liability and stuff. I think like identification and a lot of these other things are bullshit though. Past a certain point, because some of us have been here for so long and we don't give a fuck if there's other people doing stuff, because now people like me have been beat up by the police and falsely prosecuted, blah blah blah, and I'm just tired of it because I don't want to be rolled in with this. And he's actually committing gross negligence on behalf of Florida and using his backing and his assumed jurisdiction and authority as a sheriff or whatever to just like dictate what identity criminals and people that are he's calling anti-American, when for me it's an eye for an eye, and if there's no crime and no victim and no properly filed and processed complaint with evidence and witness and all that's not validated, you stay away from me. I do not care. Okay, I'm not the cause of accidents. You're not going to say, okay, because I'm saying that I'm dangerous or whatever. It just goes into it. It doesn't leave. It doesn't fucking leave. And there's a reason why I'm doing everything I'm doing. And there's a reason why Kid Rock is a camp. Okay, so I'm going to play this message. And, I would like people to comment and tell me what they think of this message. And, and I would like them to go to my other channel from the past that I have in my playlist here and look at the video on layman's term, the word, debunking sovereign citizen. Debunking the term sovereign citizen is one video, and the other one is Title 18 USC, Section 241 and 242, described in layman's terms. Those two things right there will like give you an idea and a basis to start where you could say, okay, if I can't afford a registration, or if this year or whatever, as long as you got insurance, you should be able to go to work and not fear like you're going to be arrested or stopped or harassed or beat up or pulled out of your car and forced to ID. Because we're Americans and we don't have to put the fuck up with it. Okay, so I need something, and I'm not getting it. And there's people out there like, oh, cops are accountable because if there's a crime and valid and it's warranted, they will be prosecuted. That's not fucking true at all. I hate people like that. You're a problem. So I'm gonna play this message, and it is what it is. Here we go. Here we go.
If you are calling to report a non-emergency crime, we don't know about it. We can. Okay, Sheriff's Office, what was that?
Oh, I was thinking you were closed. I was gonna leave a message for Grady Judd.
Okay, I guess you can change it to his voicemail.
Oh, that would be nice. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. It was about 10 o'clock.
Okay, you're welcome. Just 1 second for me.
Sure, no problem. Thanks. I made this rug. I would be doing stuff like that instead. Feel safe? Thank you.
I'm going to transfer you now, okay?
Sure, no problem. Thanks a lot.
Feel safe? Does everybody feel safe? I hope you retain that feeling, because I don't. I never do.
Normal business hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please leave a message after the tone.
I don't like that I did this, but it had to be done. It makes me feel better instead of hurting people. That's why I'm vegan.
Hello? Mr. Judd, my name is Daniel. I'm a former resident of Florida. And I saw your latest newscast. I don't know you. I actually have a lot of respect for you, but I was profiled and beat up by the police and falsely, maliciously prosecuted, and it destroyed my life. And I think Florida's a terrible place because of that. And I see your latest news briefing or whatever. You're calling out people like sovereign citizens, and I believe that I'm on a list in Florida marked as a sovereign citizen because this has followed me everywhere. And this is one of them cases where I am innocent. I was always innocent. And it's your court systems and your state of Florida LEOs that screwed up, okay, and avoided accountability and destroyed my life, along with Mike Satz and Bruce Colton and some really crappy judges like Catherine Maxine Nelson. And I really wish somebody like you would speak to a dude like me and get the facts straight, because you're coming across anti-American, and with your flag, that's not even the American or the Gadsden flag. It's more like the Confederate flag. And to some people like me, it's almost like the Nazi flag, because it's related to the violence and turmoil and devastation that I have felt by ignorant, crappy cops, including that in Hardy County. And, I'm not an auditor. I was never involved in that kind of stuff. But in 2013, when they destroyed my life, okay, I have recorded all these interactions and stuff, and there's a whole slew of crappy cops coming across and profiling me and acting on 911 calls because, hey, I might look suspicious or whatever. And it's just not right. And for you to go say that just because someone's saying all rights reserved, that they get classified as a sovereign citizen, maybe you need to understand a sovereign is man under God and a citizen is man under government. And you probably know that. So the only person that could be a sovereign citizen is like you, state's attorneys and judges and DAs and stuff like that. So you really need to come across and stop stigmatizing, stereotyping, and recklessly, negligently endangering people like me with what your latest news briefing is. Because you're sounding pretty uneducated to a lot of people. And Moorish people are fucking stupid. People that have a bunch of guns that want to use violence are fucking stupid. And guess what? Half of the cops think they're better than Americans, okay? And they like violence too. So they're fucking stupid too. But when it comes to people like me, I've been treated like shit, and I don't deserve it, and I don't deserve to sit here and feel like my world is being encroached on and closing in because of people like you are falsely labeling people like me. And I don't like it, Mr. Grady Judd. 336. I suggest you make it a point and an effort to interview someone like me, okay, with some substance, okay? You will contact Officer Melody of the Daytona Beach Police Department, okay? Call the Hardy County Sheriff's Department, okay? Go tell Mike Satz to fuck off, okay? Fred Berman to fuck off, okay? Or Officer Leland Squires that he's a goddamn Nazi, okay? You're following a train of bullshit. And you know what? I don't have any respect for the people that are in front of me unless they give me respect. And just because a cop has a suspicion, okay, we are to be judged by our peers, okay, in a fair contract. And just because some gimp with 16 weeks of training goes up to somebody twice their age and says, oh, I'm going to flex my authority because I want to build my career and test out my training, fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! That's what I have to say to that. I lost my life, Mr. Judd, okay? And nobody did anything, okay? And I went to the FBI, okay? And they told me to go to the media, okay? Florida is corrupt. Cops are corrupt. And until you start doing something about it and start giving people like me attention and start lowering your guns and your suspicions and doubts and fucking getting real-time information, okay, you're gonna fail. So all the work you've been doing is great. But today, you failed me, Mr. Judd. there's a point where you ask yourself if you're doing it to yourself. And you make yourself feel guilty, and then you forget about it for a little bit. And some motherfucker comes in your life for some other reason. And, and all of a sudden, some of these motherfuckers are cops and security guards and council members and mayors and ex-police and police and, what does it all mean? Bitch. What it seems. Fuck you, kid. Fuck you, Trump. Fuck you, DeSantis. Jim Daly's better than John Daly. Tucker, pucker up as you continue to do. Fuck you, freedom. Lucky we got music, right? You call me sick? Look in the mirror. Look at your society. Hey, today's my birthday. How about that? Might as well be.